think that's it. Okay. Hello and welcome to Kuya Mike Covers. I'm the aforementioned Kuya Mike. Thank you for hanging out with me. Today we are talking about stuff that I like. Let's talk about some anime, shall we? So, today I am going to talk about a couple of stuff. If my um, surrounding feels like there's a lot of things going on, it's because there is. First off, let me just put on some background music. Let's see. Okay, that might be a little loud. So let's go ahead and tone that down. I don't know if it's reaching a lot, if it's actually showing up or you can hear it. Again, this is the adjustment week. I'm pretty much going to be trying a lot of stuff. If it's scuff, it's good. I'll find out on the post. I should really just try to record this stuff before I even try to do anything, but it is what it is. So, let me just arrange some stuff. Hopefully, it's not too loud and you can actually hear it, but it's just in the background. We'll figure it out. Hopefully, it works. Hopefully, it's functioning as I want it to. But hey, if not, I'll adjust it. I'll do something for next time. And am I very brash about playing songs in the background? No, because these are my songs. So I'm not gonna get copyright stricken because they're my songs. I know. I'm weird. I'm sad. Anyway, so let's go ahead and let me just do this, and look. So today I wanted to talk about what I've been watching, what I've been consuming, what I've been like, just stuff that interests me. I figured that today would be a good day to kind of just go down some rabbit hole of what I've been into, what I've been spending my time watching on TV, and just kind of like go through it, just discuss it a little. Not a big deal. All right, let's go. And yes, I like cats. I have cats. I have a dog. So I am a pet person. If you look at the shorts in my channel, you see that I have my pets on there. I'm most likely gonna go ahead and put some pets over there, a little bit more. Let me just do this so that if any that I don't miss anything. That should be good. All right. So what I have been watching fall 2024. What in the world? Why is it not working? Work. Okay, there we go. First off, we have Rurouni Kenshin. Now I know that it's a very controversial anime. It's a lot of, it's one of those things wherein it's hard to separate the person, the controversy from the media, but wifey's enjoying it, I'm enjoying it, and yeah, I am gonna abstain from commenting on the author and what he is all about. I'm just gonna say that it is something that I grew up watching, and seeing it actually revived in this new form, it's actually quite refreshing. It's not as filled with levity as the old one was, but it's still an enjoyable watch. So I'm watching this show, Rurouni Kenshin. Let's see. Why do I keep trying to use the space bar? I told you, scuff. I'm not good at this. I'm trying, but it is what it is. Let's see. Okay, don't sleep on this one. Demon Lord 2099. Imagine if Anos was a VTuber. Actually, not a VTuber, because for all accounts and purposes, he's not using an avatar. He's using his like just he's just a gamer. He's just a Twitch streamer. Imagine if Anos Voldigold was a Twitch streamer, because he is dependent on people knowing about him for him to have powers. It took me by surprise. I thought it was going to be goofy. It actually is very, very good. The action sequences are awesome. The world building is actually quite competent. I like how they wrote it, and it is engaging. So please, if you're gonna watch anime, I know that it's a weird title, but don't sleep on it. It's actually it's very interesting in my opinion. Again, all of this is just my opinion. I'm not I'm not ascribing to be the arbiter of truth and be the person that hold on, it's too hot. I'm not ascribing to be the arbiter of truth, and I'm not ascribing to be like the very, very pinnacle of hey, you need to watch an anime. But this one is really one of those anime where I'm like I enjoyed it immensely. So yeah, if you have the opportunity, if you have the time, well, go watch it. Let's see what's next. Okay. Oh goodness. So wifey likes this, and I like it, and it's really, really strange. I tried. Okay, so I first got exposed to Yakuza Fiance as a manga. I saw it. I tried to read it. I closed it out because it didn't feel like something that I want to continue. Um, but wifey likes it, so I watched it with her, and we like it. It's very, very twisted. I'm waiting for this arc to finally finish before I binge it again. For because I do that sometimes. I just binge it a little at a time, like every arc, just so that I don't have to wait for the next arc to go on. But yeah, it's very interesting. It's very well written. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more varied when it comes to descriptions, but I like the writing. I like the direction. The art style is it is what it is. It's the art style. Um, that being said, it's still a good show. So I'm not gonna knock the style. It's like it might be an acquired taste because it's a little bit of a dark humor, kind of, sort of. So do I recommend? I'm not gonna go ahead and recommend stuff. I'm just saying that I like the show and move on from there. Let's see. Um, do I go ahead and talk about what it is about? Let's see. Um, so basically, arranged marriage between two yakuza families, um, wherein the granddaughter of one family is to be married to the granddaughter of another family, the grandson of another family, and the male character is a little bit of a sociopath, and the female is trying her best to survive by acting like a sociopath. I mean, she's street smart. She's very um, take charge. She's not damsel in distress. She is, for all accounts and purposes, she can hold herself. By the way, did I check my back? Okay. Besides okay. My dishes, my dinner, it was there. So sorry about that. All right. So Yakuza Fiance, I liked it. Let's move on to okay. What do I call this? Because it's not isekai. It's time travel. It's basically a redo. Um, I don't know the term they use for these types of shows. It's a redo anime, recourse anime. Let me move myself because yeah. I'm blocking the title. Basically, this show is about a girl who was about to be assassinated, who goes back in time to when she got engaged and changes the outcome of everything entirely by making decisions that um, that pretty much goes against what she did in her previous run through. So it's a redo, but it's funny. It's quite cute. The visual gags work, and it the storyline is very interesting. I like it. It's very. I'm not gonna say it's very smart. I'm just saying that there is a lot of intricacies that you could do when it comes to um time reversal animes or time reversal stories, and it's handling all the changes pretty well. So um yeah, we're pretty much very invested in this. She is very cute. Um in terms of her interaction, here's the kicker. Um it's a hard sell because the main female character, if you can see from the image, has um the mental age of somebody in her late 20s because of when she died, but she reverts back to when she was 10. Yeah, okay, that's not just the problematic. That's not the only problematic thing on this show when it comes to themes. So, am I going to recommend this? I'm not sure I can. I Wifey and I enjoy it and it's fun if you don't think too hard. But yeah, there is storyline reasons for everything that's happening. It's just you have to dig deep when it comes to these things to kind of see what is going on before you make decisions about stuff. Let's go. So yeah, it's a cool anime. Also, there's a whole thing wherein she's very super powered and everything. I know I'm not explaining this properly, but um, there is a lot of things that kind of get unraveled while you're watching it, which is better to be experienced than if I just talk about it. So anyway, let's move on. Dragon, the do-over damsel conquers the dragon emperor. I don't know how to describe this. Okay, well, whatever. I like it. Wifey likes it. That's pretty much where we're at. Nina and the Starry Bride. Okay, this is kind of one of those funny stories. So, what happens is she is an she's an orphan in a kingdom, and the the thing is she has this very distinct eyes that pretty much is very similar to a princess. Now the princess in question met her demise, and the prince that was supposed to be um, watching for her or looking for her found Nina and is raising her to be the substitute for that princess to prevent the war from happening. It's very it's a very complex story. I wish they had a little bit more. It's it's there's not really much like magic stuff or anything. It's just Nina trying to solve everything, trying to be, you know, go getter. So it's a nice show. It's a very nice show. I'm a and that's pretty much it for this show. I wish they had a little bit more budget. But that's all I can think of when it comes to the show. So let's move on to the next one that I'm watching this season, Forbidden Deductions. So here's the funny thing about this show. I The first season was awesome and I really want to watch this, but it's one of those shows where I want to binge it because like stories are cut off in couple of sections. S- So what it is, it's if you watch the first season, you're gonna like the second season. If you haven't picked up the first season, try to pick up the first season because it's awesome. So basically, character on the left is a rookie cop. Character on the right is a layperson that is mysteriously very good at being a detective and has a funny habit of talking to the dead. Quite literally. He lies down next to a dead body and kind of just talks to them. They don't respond to him. He just talks to them. It's hilarious, it's fun, it's enjoyable. Watch the first season, and when you get through that, watch this one because it's awesome. If you've already watched the first season, you're already watching this one. Goodbye Dragon Life. don't don't. Um I'm watching it out of sheer obligation. Just don't. Um it's highly questionable. I mean, great world building, great fantasy world building. Um, it has a very great dynamic when it comes to demi-humans and human interaction. It's um, yeah. That being said, I really don't know if I can recommend it for anybody. I just give it an episode, see if you like it. Otherwise, I'm not saying that you should. I'm not saying that you have to. That's up to you. Why did I not turn on the light? Again, scuff. This is all scuff. I'm learning. I'm learning how to do this. I'm learning how to talk and stream. So yeah, but it's questionable. I don't know if I can recommend this to anybody. Again, a lot of interesting concepts. Execution wise, yeah, that's where my problem is. On the opposite side of the spectrum, we have I'll become a villainous who gets goes down in history. This is very um, very well written because it actually answers the question: what if we actually ask the questions regarding the logistics of um, the protagonists? She's the villainess. She asks the questions that are necessary to be asked, and it actually makes sense. You know, like in wrestling, the best villains are the ones that make sense. Like when I believe their conviction, but I'm still drawn to not like them. She's a very likable character. She's trying to be the best villainess. She's not trying to escape doom. She's not trying to be a good person. A good person. No, she's right off the bat. I want to be the villain. I am the villain. But she's like, I have to be the best villain. The hero of the story is gonna be 10 times better than me, so I have to match her. So with that in mind, she's really pushing herself to be very good. It's just that again, by pushing herself, she's giving a lot of um, I'm doing I'm doing good stuff without actually saying that I'm doing good stuff. And every time the heroine of the story says something that doesn't make sense or that is very idealistic, she's there. Her name's Alicia. Alicia. Her name. She's there to challenge the ideas in the logical sense, in actual reasoning. You want to do that. How are you going to do that? You can't be idealistic. You have to have some form behind it. And that's what she does, and it's an awesome band. It's an awesome back and forth. I can't speak highly enough about this, except for the fact I wish they had more budget for their animation because it is not the animation is not good. But it is what it is. I mean, quintessential quintuplets had the same problem, and it was a very very good anime. So yeah, that's it. Like I like this show very much. Wifey likes this show very much, and yeah, we're gonna finish this one. Oh my goodness, this one is just for my heart. What do you, what happens when you have two introverts? If you have two introverts and they actually pretend to get hitched, pretend to get engaged so that they don't get sent to Alaska. Alaska's a good country. It's a country. Alaska's a good state. I'm not saying anything disparaging about Alaska, but the show's premise is they don't want to be moved there, not because the place is bad, but because they don't want to be separated from the things that they like. She likes archaeology stuff and visiting tourist spots. He likes his cat. Go moving away means leaving those things behind, and they don't want to do that. So they concoct a plan to pretend to be engaged, and both of them are very introverted. Both of them are very silent protagonist types. So it is very interesting that they are interesting together and they have chemistry and they are so cute. And it's already 10 episodes. It's already almost done. I want more. I want more. And okay, get this. It's they worked in a travel agency. They're working adults. It's not a high school drama. It's an actual adults doing adult stuff. It's adults adulting. Yeah, I'll go with that one. It's adults adulting. I know what I said. Just let's move on. But please, it tickles my romantic bone. It it's cute and it's it's so cute. I cannot I cannot. Uh, yeah. So it's very cute. It's a very cute show. Um, and something for comedy. We have a teacher who's a human that applies to a lot of schools and finally gets accepted because he wants to be a teacher. Uh, he gets accepted to a yokai school. A yokai school. A yokai would be Japanese ghost spirits and supernatural stuff. So he's pretty much stuck there, and it's just fun. Hilarity abounds. So yeah, it's a very fun show, and yeah, do I like it? Yes, it is my go-to this season. Um, Whenever I feel like I want something a little bit fun, a little bit something to make me go smile and laugh out loud, very much so. Yeah, my like wifey doubles down in laughter when we were watching this show. So yeah, um, it is. I know humor is subjective. I know some will find the main character a little bit grating. I'm not one of those people. I like this show very, very, very much. And so, yeah. Okay, admittedly, I read the manga. I've been reading the manga since the beginning, and I've been wondering how they would adapt it to anime. And I say they did a great job. It's awesome. It's an awesome thing. It's an awesome anime. I like the show. They have good action sequences, but more importantly, they are very. They show the actors are the chemistry between the main characters are is very nice. It's a slice of life feel good show, and uh, I still for the life of me cannot pronounce her name, but yeah, supporting characters are great, and every like the story is very heartwarming. Heartwarming is the word I'm gonna use. So yeah, I like it. I like it very much. Let's see. Um, what else? And well, what do we have here? Another remake. We started with a remake. We're ending with a remake. Now, Ranma One Half is a classic. A lot of us who started watching anime started with Dragon Ball Z, um, Yu Yu Hakusho, and Ranma One Half. There's also Magic Knights Ray there and some adaptation of other stories like Peter Pan and stuff and Seti and Sarah Munting Princessa, something like that. But Ranma One Half is one of those anime that I rented from Blockbuster back in the days. And yeah, I enjoyed it immensely. Um, and I was kind of curious how Wifey would like it, and she actually enjoyed it too. They made a couple of changes that made it a little bit more palatable. And the animation style is actually a very interesting choice because they make it seem like there's frames and there's scenes where it looks like comic panels, and it's very the direction in this show was very interesting and very nice. I appreciated it immensely, so it works very much. So it is something that I will continue to follow, and yeah, continue to watch. Let's see. And then, of course, there's shows that I don't have time to watch. So I'm just gonna move it to my plan to watch. So when the time comes that I actually have a vacation or something, I'll go ahead and watch it. And I know that every anime watcher has this plan to watch list, and it grows exponentially after every season. I'm no exception. My plan to watch list is a mile long. Ah. At one point or another, I'm willing to go through my anime list and kind of just check it out. And let's see, what do I plan to watch? Okay, so this one, it's very interesting, and I already started watching it. I just haven't continued it, so I'm going to continue watching this. Um, but I don't know, like maybe at a later time when I have like I still have a couple of things uh, in my backlog that needs attention. I'm not sure if I want to continue watching this or just read the manga. It is what it is. I'll kind of figure it out from there. This one though is one of those things wherein I am planning to watch it once the season is done, because it's the spiritual successor of Initial D, and it inherited Initial D's very frustrating habit of cutting in between races. So yeah, I'm gonna watch this at one point, but really, I won't. I'm gonna have to wait until it's done because I don't want to be left hanging in the middle of a race. So that's that. It's a great show. If you did not like the art style of Initial D, you're not gonna like the art style of this show because it's the same art style. So yeah, um, the only reason I have a, a desire to watch this is because it's and I cannot believe it's not isekai. It's not isekai, but it is what it is. By the way, if you hear noises, it's because they're doing construction somewhere in this building, and it's all over. Like I can hear it all over the place. So I hope the microphone is blocking it, but if it doesn't, I'm sorry about that. Let's see. By the way, I've had the album running through the background the whole time. I cannot believe that it's only about 35 minutes long. Seriously? Mm, well, whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna try to catch that later. And um, if you remember Full Metal Panic, um, this is pretty much reverse Full Metal Panic. Instead of the guy being the person that needs to be the guy being the former army person, it's the girl this time. So I'm very curious. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna go in blind because that's the most that I know about this anime, and I want to know about it. So I'm gonna watch it at a later time and just kind of see if it's worth being surprised about. Also, I just noticed he's wearing Crocs. I have no hate for people that are wearing Crocs. I just noticed it and it's there. That's a design choice. It is. All right. Um Hear me out. 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 So, hear me out. I read the entire thing already and I know the story already. And I saw snippets of this show and they go really intense when it comes to the drama stuff. I don't know if they go I I I think that's the only way they can play this. Play this as a drama instead of a slice of life because it's very it's a very touchy subject. Like the wife and mother of a family dies and 10 years has passed since she died, and so between the time she died and 10 years, the father and daughter did not move forward. So this 10-year-old shows up saying that she is the the lady that died, and helps them move forward. And that's a very hard ask because again, like, it looks questionable but it has a lot of heart. And I'm just happy that they stuck they stuck with the Japanese title rather than try to translate it in English because yeah, um it's very heartstrings and you have to kind of like come in it with an open mind, I guess, because it doesn't veer in that direction. This is not a fetish thing. This is not a show that fetishizes anything wrong. but there's a lot of heart in this story. So yeah, it is that. Let's see. I'm just gonna go ahead and go back here and all right. So let's go ahead and um, move on from here. Okay, so ev- obviously I'm listening to um, my my songs, so that's one of those things. But what am I listening to nowadays? I have three sample songs over here that I'm listening to. I'm not gonna play them because I don't want this to be copyright stricken. So that's one of those things that I have to take care of. Clean Bandit Symphony. Let's see. I'm just gonna do this and stop this. And for some odd reason, I'm okay. So there's this VTuber named Koseki Biju, and she made a brain rot version of this song. Symphony. When you hold me tight and not let go, something like that. It's a very cute song. Um, the message of the song pretty much goes as she's in a relationship with this guy and she feels very complete when she's with him, and then he breaks up with her and she feels alone and like incomplete without him. So it basically is I want to be part of your symphony. That's the pretty much message of the song. It's it's very well produced. It's very like it's a very easy song to listen to. It's a pop song. It's good. It's awesome. Like I like it. It has like 1.3 billion views for some, as you can see. But it's very nice. I like it. So I just started listening to this week, literally this week. So that's pretty much. mm, I like it. Okay, and then okay, there's this song called Dilaw, um, by Maki. I don't know if Maki is a band or is a singer. I don't know, but it's so heartfelt. Like he got hurt before, but this time it's he feels like he's in danger, but he's gonna go for it anyway. Um, because this person is very assuring, and he's not gonna let go anymore, and because she's yellow. In this term, yellow means comforting, comfortable, like nice, warm. So he's using the term yellow as a compliment, and it's a very very nice song. I mean, I cannot I can't write. I try to write Tagalog songs. It's not in my scope, and I want to be able to write Tagalog songs, and hopefully one of these days I'll be able to write something that's kind of like nice. But this is a very very nice song. I'm so addicted to. Hindi na ako bibitaw. Ngayon ikaw nang kasayaw. So yeah, it's awesome. I love it. It's awesome. And then whenever it's cold, whenever I go outside nowadays, because it's December, it's cold. It's my hands are always freezing. My hands are cold, and whenever my hands are cold, I ask myself a question: Am I human, or am I dancer? My signs are vital. My hands are cold. I'm sorry. It's lame. It's lame. I know it's lame, but that's pretty much the one of the only reasons I keep coming back to this song. And when I listen to the song, I find out the other reason. It's a great song. I don't care. It's a great song. I love it. I'm a human, or are we dancers? My signs are vital. My hands are cold, and I'm on my knees waiting for the answers. Are we humans or are we dancer? I actually thought before that he actually says denser. Like, you know how something is heavy, it's dense. Are we human or are we denser than human? No. It's just as simple as are we human or are we dancer? And yes, the Killers are a very underrated band. I am going to proceed to listen to more Killers tonight on my ride home because of this. Because my signs are vitals and my hands are cold. Yeah. So, yeah. Mm, there's a couple of other songs that I'm listening to. I'm listening to a lot of Hololive stuff. More recently, I got into well, Biju Koseki Biju is actually part of the Hololive EN group Advent, and I've been listening to their Rebellion song from their debut, and it's stuck in my head. I'm also playing a lot of old songs from Hololive stuff. So it's fun. It's nice. A couple of other stuff that I want to talk about today, since I have a little bit more time. Um, bring bang bang bring bang bang bring bang bang board. Okay, so between this and Idol, mainstream has been eating up Japanese anime songs, Japanese pop songs for that matter. So yeah, am I surprised? No, because these songs rock. Idol was great. And Bring Bang Bang Born, yeah, it's who's not going to listen to that song? That just went mainstream, and I'm loving it. I'm also loving the fact that like watching anime is so mainstream nowadays. It actually, yeah, everybody don't they don't look at you weird for watching anime anymore. Makes me happy. So on other news, okay, for the longest time, the Anime Awards was kind of a weird thing. When do they start collecting data? When do they end collecting data when it comes to where when the show is gonna be, when how they're going to show it and stuff. So this time around, they actually clarified it that their vote. Oh, no, no. Let's go back. Okay, there we go. Um, they actually clarified it that they are going to start um qualifying anime that started in October 1st, 2023, which is the start of the fall season last year, and will qualify everything all the way to December 31st of this year, so that next year qualify anime will be qualified for the year instead of the odd thing that they've been doing, which is fall to summer of the next year. So everything is now annual, and their award night is no longer going to be at the end of the year. It's now going to be at the middle of the year. The thing in the middle of the year. So I actually like this. Um, it makes it so that everything is very defined. Uh, it makes it so that everything is um, pretty evenly spaced out. You're no longer trying to catch middle of the year shows, and then it makes it very concise. 2025 anime awards will encompass everything in 2024. 2026 will encompass everything in 2025, and so on and so forth. It actually makes a lot of sense, and I like it when it makes a lot of sense. And yeah, also I'm very excited that they added a category for isekai, because isekai is its own genre now. Isekai will never die. It's just gonna get reincarnated into another show. Got it! No, I'm not original. That's been done before. Somebody's already done that joke. At least three. I've heard it 3 times from different people. So I'm not original. Okay, so isekai, best isekai, and so yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I always look forward to it. It's always controversial. It's always a source of talking points, but it is what it is. Let's see. And I guess that's all that I wanted to talk about today. Um, Got it to 46 minutes streaming today. Just talking. That's very, very fun. All right. So, anyway, thank you very much for hanging out with me. This is Kuya Mike Covers. I am the aforementioned Kuya Mike. And I will see you next time.